afternoon, Flo Nation. Caroline Burkle here for FloTivation Chapter 2. Okay, so as you can see, I'm hanging out in a forest of bamboo. Why, you ask? Well, recently I've been talking to the athletes about having a bamboo mind. A bamboo mind, first of all, it's raining on me, but a bamboo mind means that you can bend, but you will not break. So if you know anything about bamboo, you can bend it, but it will not break. All right, so there you go. That's your first piece of knowledge that we're dropping on you today. Second piece of knowledge that we're dropping on you today is that I just ran into Rebecca Soni. Weird, I never see her. Just kidding. I work with her all the time.
Surprise, I was holding the camera.
She was hanging out in the bamboo forest too.
I was cultivating my bamboo mind.
So strange. Crazy how that happens. All right, so today we're gonna focus on the topic of injury and mindset around injury.
It's a good one.
Super tough because guess what? As an athlete, it's inevitable. You're probably gonna get injured.
It's probably something that can break you. Like
Whoa.
that bamboo mind, it can set your mind pretty quickly to the, oh my gosh, I can't do this phase.
Yeah, but guess what? You can bend, but you can't break. So here's the deal. I'm gonna ask Rebecca some questions right now, just about her recent race that she ran and something that she battled along the way a little bit, which was a bit of an injury. And I'm gonna point out that we both are swimmers, so running injuries are a little bit inevitable. Mm-hmm. However, it is something that we learned over the years to cultivate that mindset around how to handle an injury in a positive way and how to overcome it in a way that, you know, each individual knows how to. So, Rebecca,
yes,
I'm turning the camera to you.
Okay.
All right. I'd like you to talk a little bit to the camera today about your recent race that you ran and something that you encountered along the way with one of your legs throughout an injury.
Yeah, awesome.
Process.
So I just 3 days ago ran my first marathon, which was amazing. Like Caroline said before, we're both swimmers. Learning how to run is bound to promote some injuries. So I definitely had a flare up from overtraining where my certain muscles just gave out and caused other muscles to seize up. And essentially about 4 weeks before, maybe like 2 months before the marathon, I was completely unable to run, like barely even walking. And so it was at that point that you have to, the couple tips that I would have based on my recent experiences and past experiences from swimming as well. First of all, first thing is accept it. Accept the fact that you're injured. Our minds like to go to that place of like, no, this can't be happening. I don't want this to happen. I obviously don't want to have this injury. I wish I could be running right now, but that only creates resistance, which keeps your body in a place of fighting this thing instead of accepting it and learning to heal it, which would be my focus would be more of acceptance, saying, okay, this is the way it is, I need to rest, I need to just accept that I have this, and mentally accepting it just allows you to grasp it and to move on. And a lot of recovery comes from that move on phase, and it's amazing what our mind can do when we start to accept certain things. It was only when I accepted it, because I spent several weeks fighting it and resisting it, it was only upon acceptance that I started to heal up.
Yeah, and what we resist persists.
The same goes for being sick. That's kind of an injury on a small scale.
Totally.
How many athletes get sick? How many swimmers get sick right before a big meet? And they spend their whole meet like fighting and resisting it. But if you just embrace it and say, you know what, this is the way it is, I have this thing, now let's see what I can do given this situation, then it changes our expectations, but it also, you'd be surprised what your body can do when you accept your circumstances and go from there.
Totally. That's some awesome info. And I think, you know, something too for all of you athletes to remember is that it's not the end of the world. There's always something you can do. And so during that time, Rebecca was swimming and she was spinning and doing a lot of physical therapy work. So it's just those small wins that you can focus on instead of just, oh my gosh, mountain out of this molehill, my life is over. So focus on the little things, you know, and accept it and just do the best that you can.
Yeah.
And again, have a bamboo mind.
Flex but don't bend. Or bend but don't break.
Bend but don't break. Flex but don't bend. Okay, so now we're gonna go run. Ready? Oh.
That's all you. I
Just
ran a
kidding.
marathon.
Yeah, she ran a marathon. I should probably be
Taking
the
a
one
break.
running at this point. I'll carry her while I run. Oh, perfect. Okay, so Caroline Burkle here with FloTivation and signing off with Rebecca Soni, my business partner in Shine. She gave me that phrase, by the way. I stole it from her. And we are signing off for today's FloTivation.